Yo, what's up everyone? It's your channel Software Classes. Today we're diving into why so many aspiring self-taught developers give up on their coding dreams. Becoming a self-taught developer is hard. It takes dedication, grit, and patience. We'll explore common pitfalls from information overload to unrealistic expectations. If you're just starting out or have been at it for a while, this one's for you. Let's get into it. First up, let's talk about the elephant in the room, the sheer amount of information out there. It's like stepping into a digital library the size of a small planet, with endless books on every coding language, framework, and technology imaginable. For beginners, this can be completely overwhelming. Where do you even start? One minute you're told to master one language, the next you're bombarded with articles about the hottest new framework. It's a recipe for analysis paralysis. Trust me, I've been there. You spend hours researching, jumping from one tutorial to another, feeling like you're making progress, but never quite getting anywhere. The key here is to remember that you don't need to know everything. Focus on one thing at a time. Pick a path and stick with it, at least in the beginning. Master the fundamentals. Build a solid foundation, and you'll be in a much better position to adapt and learn new things as you go. The overwhelming amount of information wouldn't be so bad if there was a clear roadmap, right? But the self-taught developer's journey is often a winding, unmarked path. Unlike traditional education, self-learning can feel like navigating a maze in the dark. This lack of structure can lead to a lot of wasted time and effort. You might spend months learning something, only to realize later that it's not relevant to your goals. So how do you combat this? Create your own structure. Set clear goals, break down your learning into smaller, manageable steps, and track your progress. Think of it like planning a road trip. Research your route. Identify key stops along the way. You wouldn't just hop in the car and start driving without a destination or a map. Even with a solid plan, you're bound to run into roadblocks on your self-taught journey. That's where reliable resources and mentors come in. But finding them? That's a whole other challenge. There are tons of online courses, tutorials, and communities out there, but not all are created equal. Some are outdated, some are poorly explained, and some are just plain wrong. It's like searching for a hidden treasure with a map full of misleading clues. And then there's the mentor dilemma. Having someone experienced to guide you can make a world of difference. But finding a mentor when you're starting out can feel like an impossible task. The key here is to be proactive. Reach out to people, join online communities, and attend meetups. Remember, everyone starts somewhere. Most experienced developers were once in your shoes. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Learning to code is a marathon, not a sprint. And like any long journey, there will be times when your motivation dips. But when you're self-taught, those dips can feel more like craters. You don't have classmates to keep you accountable, deadlines to meet, or professors to impress. It's just you, your computer, and a whole lot of self-discipline. So how do you stay motivated when you're the only one cheering yourself on? It's all about finding your why, setting realistic goals, and celebrating your wins. Remember why you started learning to code. Was it to build that cool app idea, to land a dream job? Hold on to that vision. Write it down, create a vision board, or whatever works for you. And when you're feeling discouraged, remind yourself of the bigger picture. Let's talk about expectations. It's easy to get caught up in the hype, but becoming a proficient developer takes time. It takes consistent effort, dedication, and a willingness to learn from your mistakes. Don't compare your journey to others. Everyone learns at their own pace. Just because someone else built a website in a week doesn't mean you're not good enough if it takes you a month. And speaking of time, let's not forget about burnout. It's a real thing, especially in the fast-paced world of tech. When you're constantly pushing yourself to learn new things, it's easy to hit a wall. You might start feeling exhausted, unmotivated, and even resentful of coding. Remember, it's a marathon, not a sprint. Pace yourself. Take breaks. Don't be afraid to step away from the computer and recharge. Your mental health is more important than any deadline. Take care of yourself, and you'll be in a much better position to tackle your coding goals in the long run. So, there you have it. The untold struggles of self-taught developers. From information overload to unrealistic expectations, these are challenges that many face but few talk about. But here's the thing, even though it's tough, it's definitely possible. Thousands of people have successfully navigated the self-taught path and built successful careers in tech. Remember, persistence is key. Keep pushing forward, and you'll get there. Let me know in the comments what challenges you've faced as a self-taught developer and any tips you have for others. Peace.